Welcome to it, yo. It's another edition of Zol Connect Fridays right here on the Zol Facebook page. We do this every Friday, yo. Just giving you what you want to see, what you want to hear. My name is Danny, that guy, and today our special guest, none other than, I'm trying to think of the best way to introduce her. So, a singer, songwriter, performer, just generally awesome human being. Also recent Zol brand ambassador. Gemma Griffiths, she's with us today. So we're going to talk to her a little bit. We're going to find out what makes her tick. We're going to learn about her. And also, you can also share some of your questions with us right here on the Facebook page. So I got access to it here. So when you get a chance, just drop a question if you have one. Drop a comment if you like her music, or if you don't like her music, I'm going to read that as well. I'm serious.
Don't do that.
How are you, Gemma?
Good, thanks, Danny. How are you doing?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Gemma's, and I have been for a long time. So this is actually quite a privilege, and I'm very happy that I get to be the one who does this. So yeah, this is going to be fun. First off, let's get business out of the way. We have spoken a little bit before about the Zol Pause for Awards promotion. So I do want to say real quick that I was a little confused at first because when I get pause, I didn't know what to do with them. Like, how do I actually enter the competition? Turns out you have to redeem those pause. And the way you do that is on the MyZol website or the MyZol app. So it's not enough to just spend $15 because you got to spend $15. We've spoken about it before. Spend $15 on Zol products and you get yourself a pour. If you use some of the other services like the EcoCash or the app to pay for it, you get another pour. But once you have the pours, you have to redeem them. So go to the MyZol website or download the MyZol app, apparently. That's what you got to do. And voila, you've entered. A bunch of people have already won. I got an email like with congratulations winners, and I was actually trying to look for the names of people I know and see if I could claim some sort of tax or something. Unfortunately, I didn't know anyone, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, that business is out of the way. Let's talk to Gemma. So Gemma Griffiths is one of Zimbabwe's best known, I think, songstresses in terms of live performances. You're at everything big. And a lot of people are always looking to hire you for stuff. And I think the real fame, if we can call it that, started with the covers. Is that right?
It did, yes.
So Gemma's done covers for, I think the most famous one is Winky D's Biggie Man.
Yeah.
Yes, she did a cover of Winky D's Biggie Man. Andy Brown's Mapurisa, Jah Praises and Dara Chawya. And just recently you did a gospel cover as well, yeah?
I did, yeah.
So, I mean, tell me about these covers. What made you decide to start doing covers of songs that maybe aren't necessarily your style, because you're more folksy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first one I did, the Winky D, Sarah Big Man, I was in London and I was performing at the Zimbabwe Achievers Awards, and I wanted to give people a taste of home, but also do something different that they hadn't heard. And believe it or not, I listened to quite a bit of dancehall. And
I don't believe it.
really?
Okay, but
It was on my playlist at the time, and so I thought that would be super cool to do it completely differently. And I sat down at the piano and it just worked. And after that, I actually did the Andy Brown I listened to for a long time, and then Jah actually asked me to do his Mbala Chawya first time I performed with him, and so it just sort of naturally happened. And it's a lot of fun. I love it. I've always liked turning songs around, you know, and putting my twist on them. Especially the soul artist doing something like that, it's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
And I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah.
It's dope. I think, like, especially with the Musarowe Biggie Man, it was such a surprise. It was such a shock. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the type of take you'd expect for a dancehall song.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, like I did say earlier, we can both see your messages and comments.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So if you're gonna drop a comment, drop a message.
Jonathan Malarista.
Just remember that Gemma can also see it. If I see anything hurtful, I'll try bring it out the way.
or announce it like you said.
No. All right. So yeah, just saying about the Musarowe Biggie Man. I mean, you already had songs that were out there.
Yeah.
And some of them actually got you a little bit of an audience, but I think that one was the one where like other people in Zimbabwe started paying attention.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I love it, and I think most people that I've spoken to really like it. But there's always a conversation that comes out about I don't know if the right phrase or the right term here is cultural appropriation. See, I spoke to one person. Mind you, this one person, I don't think is the prevailing view, but it might be. Some people who feel that that sometimes there's a motive that comes behind doing a local song when you're white, for lack of a better description. It would be great if we knew, like, what were your motives in making that song? Was your idea, oh, I want to make fun of Zim Dancehall, or nah? I know it's nah, but I want to know what the motives are.
No, absolutely, and I can see that cultural appropriation is definitely something that people might view it as, but absolutely not. I mean, I grew up in Zim, so to me, doing something local would be doing Winkedy or doing, Jack Fraser, because that is local music, and I feel myself, because I grew up here, I took my first steps here, I grew up with this music in my house. It wouldn't have made sense to do something just because I'm white, and it's just, it's a preference in music, I think it's such good music, and there's never been any sort of intention or other reason for doing it other than love of the music and of that song. I do covers by white people. To me it never comes into the reason for choosing a song, and also it's quite natural that if you are getting involved in Zimbabwean music, the chances are, and I found quite regularly, that I am the minority in terms of I am one of the only woo-woos out there doing music, and of course, because we're such a small percentage of the population, so I think it would be a lot less mindful if I was trying to focus on something white orientated or something, because that, and it's never felt natural like that at all to me. It's always been Zimbabwean music, and so therefore already my chances of singing something local and something in China are very high, because that is a huge percentage of our music, and good music. It's good music. Zimbabweans are incredible musicians. I think I've probably shared the stage my entire life with two other moves my entire life, my career, and it's because I never look at skin color. Music has this incredible ability to break down barriers, and I was also never brought up that way.
I'm glad to hear that.
And it really does. Music has this incredible ability to break down age barrier, cultural differences, preferences, situation, likes, dislikes, everything. I've played with people who have grandchildren, and I've played with people who are still in junior school. You know what I mean? Like that's music for you, and so I think that it's quite sad that cultural appropriation is maybe brought into that, and the race idea, and that's something that I would like to tackle. Just by being open and by being myself and not being afraid of those questions, because for me there's nothing to be afraid of there, because it has never been any part of my journey, and luckily I've received incredible messages and comments from people, and amazing support in this, which makes me also think that people can see the genuine intention behind it, and the genuine want to just make good music, regardless of how much pigmentation is in one's skin.
I think there's something you said as well that really points to why your answer is a good one. It's because the fact that you recognize that that's what Zimbabwean music is. It's not about trying to look for particular races and so on. I think the cultural appropriation conversation comes up because some people feel that there's no respect towards that culture. So for example, if I were to go to China and I were to wear certain traditional clothes without really taking the time to think about what does this mean, which type of person wears this, what is the cultural sort of environment surrounding this, then that's cultural appropriation.
And I think that could definitely happen, and I think it could be seen like that, but especially if someone was maybe not from Zimbabwe, came to visit, thought, let me write, use a bunch
Like,
of
wow,
things.
these youths are really listening to dancehall. I'm going to do that. Yeah.
However, for me, I am really listening to dancehall. I grew up here. I'm Zimbabwean just as much as anyone else. So I think that is where, for me, the cultural appropriation definitely does not apply to me.
Good.
Because I am, in every sense of my words, as much as I can be, a Zimbabwean.
Good. I love that. I love that. All right, let's talk about your music, not the covers.
Yeah.
You just released an EP, the MyTown EP.
I did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Love it. It's we were speaking just off camera as well. You did mention that there were certain things that inspired it. I don't want to get into it. It depends on what you want to talk about. So tell me about this new EP, the MyTown EP. What made you make that EP?
Yeah. I had been wanting to do an EP for a while, and I actually went in on the first day of recording, which I did in Cape Town. And the night before had written, we had started some stuff, and then I went in the next
When you say
day.
we, who do you mean?
Me and my producer, whose name is Graham Ward.
Cool.
And I came in the next day to get started on the title track, and the night before I had run into someone that I did not want to run into, ended up getting really all emotional and wrote
An ex. Okay.
and wrote MyTown, which then I went in the next morning and said, that's everything, we're doing this, and we started with the title track, and released the album a couple of months ago. We had a launch in Cape Town, a launch in Zim, and then a launch in London, which was super cool, and all three were great. You were at one.
I was at the launch. I was at the launch here because not in Cape Town or London, the one here. Yeah, and it was good. I absolutely loved it. And we're going to talk about your performances at some point, because I think that's a big angle, especially about a lot of artists maybe overlook that angle and they just think about making music and putting it out there. But we'll get to performances. But cool. All right. So you released the MyTown. I think at the launch you just released the single.
Yeah.
Correct?
So
later on.
Like a pre-launch launch.
Yeah.
Because I knew I had the date that I was launching the full album. I was in London, but I really wanted to do a big thing here because it's home, and that was really important to me. So we released the title track here, and then went on to release it. So it's out everywhere, which is super fun. I'm definitely keen to do another one, hopefully towards the end of the year. Just keep getting some new stuff out there, because I keep writing, probably a little bit too much for my own good, and I need to put some of that down.
The more the better, as far as we're concerned. What was the response or the feedback that you got to the EP?
It was really good. Yeah, I think people. I've never done one before, so it was really exciting to sort of put it out there, and a lot of positive feedbacks, and every single performance I sort of tied in, and I had a theme that sort of went through it all, and so even though not everyone could see it all through, I got to see, I got to watch the people that have been a part of my journey in these three places that I've spent a lot of time, sort of all come together and have this sort of same vibe flowing through, and it was a lot of excitement, and I think it went really well.
Did that excitement translate into sales?
Yes, definitely. I think
Zimbabweans, we don't buy music.
No, Zimbabweans
I don't know
don't
what's
buy
wrong with us. Can you buy music if you like it?
Buy music. We need music so we can make you more music. I think Zimbabweans tend to buy physical CDs.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a nice thing to have, just to like hold.
Oh, I miss those days. Don't you miss those days?
I know. I'm not gonna.
The days of spin along.
My laptop doesn't even have a CD thing. I have a separate CD thing for my laptop. I'll go into the car.
Yeah.
But and I think in the UK they sort of buy more online, and here it's physical, which is just how it is. It's interesting as well, sort of working in two places in the same industry, because they all sort of function so differently.
Okay. So, pardon me for prying too much into the business of it.
Yeah.
It's just I'm really curious about how it works. So it's probably safe to say that for an artist in Zimbabwe, the majority of the money that you make from music itself is going to come from performances.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Makes sense. I wonder if there's a way that we can get, Zimbabweans more interested in actually paying for music.
I know, especially because Zimbabwe is one of the places I found music is most present everywhere. It's omnipresent.
Everyone loves it, and I think a lot of people don't know where to find what they want.
Yeah.
And I mean, let's be honest. I mean, most of us aren't using Apple Music or Spotify. I mean, Spotify doesn't even work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to find that music unless you're downloading off YouTube or something.
Yeah, you know what we need is we need some sort of music platform here. That would be super cool, that people can access music.
Zol, what do you think, Zol? Music platform on Zol.
Yeah.
But I want my royalties for the idea.
I want my royalties too.
All right. Cool. So, do you have like physical copies that you sell from anywhere?
Yes, I do. Well, I sell them at live shows, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's pretty much
And that works for you?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's talk about the live shows.
Cool.
So I've seen you. Whenever you perform. Actually, I want to come out and see it because I absolutely love your performances, and I love you mix like obviously covers and stuff along with your own songs. How much time, or as a percentage out of your time spent towards music, would you say that you put towards perfecting the live craft?
A lot. You know, I think the thing is, when we do stuff like, I spent a while at the beginning of my career doing a lot of restaurant gigs and bar gigs and stuff like that, and that is long hours of almost, you're getting your chops up, you know, as a musical term, and so you're spending hours getting all the work prepared to play these things and perfect these things, and then you move on. So I did years of pretty much just playing all day, and then, you know, like this morning I had a rehearsal because I've got a show on Sunday, and we had a rehearsal yesterday as well. So you're always going to put in hours, a lot more hours than people think to have just a 1 hour set, you know, to get it, especially if you're playing with a band, because you've got to get everyone doing the right bits, and you might not know exactly what you're looking for yet, so you sort of experiment and chat. And I always sort of, the players that I work with are incredible, and so they always have a say, and we sort of figure it out together. So a lot of thought and effort goes into live,
And for those of you that don't know, Gemma's a little bit of a perfectionist. I know because we did a live performance on radio.
Yeah.
And it was a little interesting because, I mean, we put together sort of bandmates that she hadn't worked with before. So it was going to be a little bit of a mashup. And yeah, Gemma's very, no, I need a ting, not a ting. I'm like, those sound the same. I don't know.
No, it's not sound the same. And they're like completely different things in my ears.
Yeah, no, but it came out really nice. If you want to see it, I mean, I'll get these guys to like put the link there.
Because they can do that.
They can do that. Yeah, no, that's cool. So with the live performances that you do, you work with, is it the same band that you always work with, or do you, like, every time you've got something coming up, you start working with different people?
In Zim, it's the same band, and then I have 2 in Cape Town, 2 in London.
Okay.
So it just depends, and it depends who, one, you know, what is needed at that show, how big it is, how many people we want, and so then it sort of decides, or what the budget is even, you know, that the bigger the budget, the more people I can bring on to play, which is always great.
Of all the shows that you've done, which one like really sticks out in your mind? Like, man, that was a crazy show.
You know, there's a few, but I really, the 2 that stuck out to me were my launch in Zim, because I was playing with everyone.
Because I was there.
Because Danny was there.
That's why.
I was playing with so many people that I care about, and so many people in the audience that I cared about. And it was the first time that I'd done a show where I was also thinking about decor and like thousands of fairy lights, and where should we put this beanbag, and can we get this bench, and you know what I mean? Like every little aspect of it I had designed and choreographed to create this mood, you know, the lighting and everything. So I think that was big for me, because it's the vibe was exactly what I had hoped for. And then there's quite a few, but I performed last year, November, with Tuku in Cape Town at Artscape Theatre, which
I would
was
love to see that.
incredible, and there were massive flags in the audience, and it was amazing, and we sang Neria, and it was great. It's around.
Man, Tuku's been doing it for years, but somehow he's still... He's still killing it.
Unreal life.
A couple of shout outs. Shout out to Jonathan Maroeso, Des Stella Goldhawk, who says she bought the EP online.
Yay!
Shout out to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Linda Tembo as well, who's watching from Westgate. Cool. All right. I'm glad that you guys are following, and you can drop your comments and we can do the shout outs. And I'll tell you what, we might even have something to give away by the end of the show, and we're going to pick it from the comments. Cool. Let's talk about what you're... No, you can. You're going to comment on your own video. Who's that lady? Anyway.
This lady.
Let's talk about what you got coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got some exciting news to share, I think.
Oh, I do. I am performing next weekend at the Lake of Stars Festival on Lake Malawi, which is super exciting. I'm performing on Saturday, 1 o'clock on main stage, which is going to be super duper fun.
That's
this
amazing.
has been a dream of mine since my musical career began.
One of Zimbabwe's, one of Africa's biggest festivals. In fact, it's one of the world's biggest musical festivals. I'm huge fan of Lake of Stars.
I'm so excited. It's been I did Lake of Stars. They had sort of a birthday in London earlier this year, and so I performed there, and now I get to do the big one on the lake, which is going to be so great. So I'll be down for a week,
Nice.
soaking in the culture, maybe doing some collaborations.
Are you going to take your band from here?
I can't take all of them, unfortunately. They're all over the world at the moment. But I get to perform with them this weekend.
Okay,
so
cool.
Sunday, if y'all want to
Sunday.
see me live, I'm performing with my band on Sunday at Amanzi in the
Nice.
afternoon.
Okay,
Nice
cool.
set. It's gonna
So Amanzi this Sunday,
Yeah.
Lake of Stars next week.
Yeah.
Cool. And then
Jacaranda.
The Jacaranda Festival.
Jacaranda Music Festival, which is back here in Harare the following week, so October 6th. It's a Saturday. And that's an incredible lineup. We've got Babatuku, we've got Ivan Chaka Chaka, we've got Mikasa, lots of us. Blessing Chimamanda.
when do you rest?
I don't rest. It's one of those, you're not allowed to, why rest? No, I do. I get lucky, like I've got a couple of days off in Malawi, which I'll hopefully just do some exploring. And
Cool. You're probably going to be rehearsing or like writing or something.
I'll be writing for sure. I'm good at sleeping until like 8. It's good.
Cool. All right, cool. So that's exciting. I hope we're going to get a lot of good footage because unfortunately I will not be coming to Malawi.
Yes,
But I'd love to see that.
I've got a lovely photographer, filmmaker coming with me to document it all. I think it's worth documenting something like this.
All right. So Gemma brought her guitar
Oh, I did.
with her. So we're going to see if we can get her to do something in the last couple of minutes. In terms of music, aside from the rehearsals, you did say that you're hoping to release something at the end of the year.
Yes, I want to. I'd love to do another EP.
Yeah?
Another couple of tracks.
Do you have any ideas for it, or it's coming in on blank slate?
I have some ideas. I've got a couple of tracks that I'd like to do, and but that always changes. So we'll see if it sticks.
Okay. I told her what will really make a really good EP, but let's hope that doesn't happen.
You want me to have heartbreak?
No, I don't want you to have heartbreak. I'm just saying all the greatest albums came immediately after.
Okay, how about this? You have some heartbreak. I'll write about it.
Okay.
It'll be a
All right.
collaboration.
There we go.
Danny and Gemma.
This is just Danny's
Danny.
tears.
Gemma.
Jan. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Dilemma. There we go.
All right, let's get the guitar in and let's
Okay.
see if you can do something for us real quick.
What would you like?
Shall we start with the one that we spoke about the most, the Winky D cover, and then like whatever you want to do.
Sure thing. Okay.
All right, let me give you
I
a
play
little bit
this
of room.
If I play this on guitar. Here come you, with the boys at
You want to do something else? Go for it.
Sure.
MyTown, maybe? Or whichever one you want to do. You know what?
Actually, I'm going to do a new one. Okay, so this one I wrote a little while ago. It's not recorded or anything, but I wrote it on the banks of the Orange River in Namibia, on the back of a salty cracks box.
Okay.
Because I had nothing else to write on. It's called Moonlight.
Nice.
Red, red wine, red, my go. Gotta away, gotta get that taste out of my head. Gotta run away, get my mind that back instead. If I'ma be yours, then you gotta be mine. I know myself, and I love a little loving in the moonlight. If I'ma be sure that you're gonna be mine, then I know myself, and I love a little loving in the moonlight. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Gemma Griffiths coming through right here on our Zol Connect Fridays program that we bring to you every Friday on the Zol Facebook page. So yeah, if you're only seeing this now, make sure you click like on Zol Facebook. You can watch it all live. You can make sure you can drop comments and so on. Thank you so much, Gemma.
You are so welcome.
That was
Thanks for having
amazing.
me.
Thank you for answering the questions. Some of them were a bit difficult.
No, that's what I'm here
I
for.
appreciate that you did answer them. You can get Gemma's EP, MyTown, I think everywhere. Or if you want a physical copy, go check out her live shows. She's going to be at Amanzi this weekend.
And I'll sign it.
Or you can travel to Malawi, go to Laker Stars Festival. Or, of course, we got the Jacaranda Music Festival. That's first week of October.
Yes, October 6th. It's gonna be
And I think both of us would also like to say, down with cholera. Yeah,
what hand sanitizer?
yeah. All right, thank you so much, guys.
Big love, big love. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.
You are a star.
You are the star.
You're a star.
You're the star on the
You're a
Laker
star.
Stars.